Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. If you're new, welcome. Welcome to the channel. If you're not new, welcome back. It's good to see everybody. It is what? Sunday, I have to look, the 13th. We did it earlier live. So Sunday, the 13th. We're flying through this month. Like I said, this month has been going by quickly. So, we have some stuff to talk about. We're actually doing a double header tonight. So I'm going to really quick. I forgot to do this before I came on live, and that was shame on me. But I wanted to post that we will be on the second channel tonight. Tonight at, I think it's 10:15. If you want to join, and I'll put the link in the chat too, because we're going to do 2 lives tonight. I got to get caught up, and I'm still not going to be near caught up. We've got so many other cases that we need to go through. There are so many, but I'll put that in the chat really quick so I don't forget. And then welcome in, people. How are you guys doing? Hey, Catherine. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jamie. Oh, yeah, I'm an Eagles fan. You know me. That our team. Hindsight, hello. My team is usually always bad. Hey, Naomi. I like your little scary guy there for Halloween. Hey, DM. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Franzaz. You come in with the crazy names. Can I call you fans? I don't know that one, but it's fan something. The Lions won. I haven't watched any football today. Oh, true crime lullaby. That's okay though. You had some family time planned. I love that. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you guys had a good time, whatever you did. Well, there we go. I didn't even watch the game. But Lisa's an Eagles fan. She's my girl. I do like the Eagles. I do. My family's from Philadelphia. My dad was a huge Eagles fan. I mean, like, I didn't have a choice growing up. If I would have liked another team, I didn't even like another team because it was just like ingrained in us. But now, if I would have liked another team, he probably would have been like, "Oh no," he probably would have had something to say. But it would have been fun. Oh, you did all your nieces and nephews. Aw. Hey, Uncomfortably Numb. Hello. Well, welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're going to go over some Leilani Simon stuff tonight. She's actually going to go on trial. I can, but I can't. I can't believe it's been 2 years since this crime happened. But hopefully, I think we're going to get some justice for Quentin, which is what we all want at the end of the day, you know. But I already did that, so I want to make sure I do that. Okay. I put the link in for tonight. If you guys want to watch the live over there this evening, I'm going to do a blind reaction. I haven't watched it yet, to the Court TV interview that Seth and Tony did, I guess, with Vinnie Politan. Now, if you guys saw that on Court TV, let me know where you saw it, because I have like searched their YouTube and it's not there. So I don't know if they took it off or what, but I found it on a clip channel. So we have it, but I didn't see it on Court TV when I went there looking. So you did. Thank you. You brought the people. I like it. Hey, Dreamcatcher. So we're going to go over, like I said, some Leilani Simon. I'll be good and glad when she's, in jail for the rest of her life. But sorry, I did come on a little bit earlier than I did say in the members live. I was like, I'm going at 9:35. I'm a little early, so I'm so sorry. We might be missing a few stragglers might come in. But I couldn't find that interview anywhere. So if you guys know where it's at, like if it was in another segment and I'm just not seeing it or something, I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. But the jury has now been seated in the Leilani Simon case. They're ready to go. And if they're ready, I'm ready. You saw it on another creator's channel. See, that's where I saw that they were playing it, but I didn't watch it. I have not watched it. I was like, I'm going to wait and watch it with you guys. And then we had our members live day and someone was saying a little bit of the interview. And I was like, I was getting fired up. So, but good thing I heard it from her, because if I wouldn't have, I would have fell out of this chair hearing it on, Court TV. So I'm going to play this video. I can't make it any larger. I don't know how on. This is on Instagram, but I thought it was pretty good and I listened through it. And I thought we'd listen to it together. It kind of gives you a summary of the case, like kind of what's going on. But Leilani Simon was indicted by a Chatham County grand jury on murder charges for the death of her 20-month-old son, Quentin Simon. This was in December of 2022 is when she was indicted. According to the district attorney, Leilani is facing a total of 19 counts, and we're going to go over those tonight. But one count is for the malice murder of the intentional killing of Quentin Simon, and 2 counts of felonious murder or felony murder. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Leilani. Now, I want to know why. That's my biggest thing. I would love to know why. I don't think we'll ever get the why out of her, but you never know. You never know. But like I said, her trial starts tomorrow. Now, Sarah Boone, her jury selection starts tomorrow. So that's the difference. I didn't realize it was jury selection because of the hurricane. So they're kind of behind on their case a little bit.
Prosecutors allege Leilani Simon murdered her son, 20-month-old Quentin, and then discarded his body in a dumpster. Simon, along with her boyfriend and 3 children, lived with her mother, Billie Howell. Howell had legal custody of Leilani's daughter and 2 sons, including little Quentin. And on October 5th, 2022, Leilani Simon would call 911 from her mother's house, telling investigators that her son Quentin had just vanished from their home. Police started searching for him that same day.
The boyfriend woke up, saw the child at 6 a.m. Mother woke up at some other time later and reported the child missing at 9:39. I believe the call came into 911.
A week after Quentin was last seen, investigators named Simon a prime suspect but made no arrests. Police started searching a landfill nearby. Meanwhile, people protested outside of Leilani's home.
I want to point this out to y'all because this is some Karen Reed crap right here. Look at the kid. See the kid over by the van? These people were bringing their children to the front of Leilani Simon's home because they didn't arrest her, but everybody knew. Everyone had a feeling that she had something to do with it, But a feeling isn't, we didn't have an affidavit or anything. So like a feeling isn't something that you should be able to go on like that, right? I mean, but you had YouTubers there protesting, and I'll show you a video of them getting arrested even. You had these women, look at these people here, just taking time off of work, I guess, or they don't have jobs and they're just there showing up to hang out. But what about the kid? The kid should be in school. This was during an afternoon, just regular, like Monday. Because I remember watching this live and being like, what is going on with life? The kids are there holding signs too. 11th of moon, you've been a member for 2 months. Oh, next month, your little titanium arm will change color. And I'm looking forward to many more. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Nash. Well, we're doing a double header tonight. We're going to do one on this channel, one on the second channel. I was going to do them both on this one, but I just figured I probably should put the other one on the second channel.
Home for days.
Why is she still free? And where is the baby? And as a mother, you need to help find your baby.
Eventually, Simon and Howell broke their silence and did an interview with WTOC.
We want him not to be found in that landfill. We want him found happy and alive. I'm here. I've been here every day since this.
It's because you can't go anywhere.
I am not running and I'm not hiding. And if something does come up that I am at fault,
She's on some hardcore rugs right here, in my opinion. This is my opinion. But the way her mouth is moving tells me she's on an upper. I don't know.
I will take myself to that police station.
After 47
That's a really
days and a
winding night.
massive search, Quentin's remains were found in a Georgia landfill. Simon was soon arrested.
Or maybe that is something her and Billy just have in common because, I mean, they both do it. They're either both got like a tick or something that makes them do that, or it's something else.
And she told police she didn't know who killed her son and pleaded not guilty.
This afternoon, Chatham County Police Department detectives arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon and charged her with malice murder, concealing the death of another person, false reporting, and making false statements.
Prosecutors say Simon's motive had a lot to do with what was going on in her life, including her hostility towards Quentin's biological dad, a rocky relationship with her current boyfriend, a sexual relationship she had with her drug dealer, and the hard feelings she had towards her mother. According to the indictment, Simon allegedly beat Quentin with an object, causing cruel and excessive pain and causing him to die.
Our investigation will continue, and it will continue with every available resource we have in order to give Quentin's family closure and see that justice is served in this case.
Prosecutors allege Leilani Simon murdered her son 20 months.
Oh, I was like, what are they doing? They're just playing it again. Okay. That is amazing, Mary Beth. 17 months. I didn't mean to click it off. Hey, PJs. Hey, Cat's Life. Hey, LV. Ooh, make what you making. You don't have to tell us what you're making right now since you're cooking, but hey, pancakes. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We just started. We just played a short clip of Court TV's video, one that they had done over Leilani Simon, just explaining the charges against her, what she did, and they went over the protesting a little bit. But the protesting, those three people, whatever you saw in that video, that was nothing. There was groups of people there. There's no sidewalk. So like, this is just like where I grew up, there was no sidewalk. I don't know why there just wasn't, but we lived in like a housing development, and these people were standing in somebody's yard, like this whole time, just screaming. Like, I don't know the law on that, but they were able to do it. Like it was considered public easement, I guess. But in my opinion, that's someone's yard. Like once you step off that road, that's like, I would be like, that's my property. Like, unless you're like talking the little gravel on the road that's what, like 12 inches. Are you really going to be able to keep yourself within 12 inches? I don't think so. But the trial for Leilani Simon, jury seated for Savannah mom charged with murdering her toddler son. She literally put him in the trash. We don't know why. That's the big thing. We don't know why. I mean, her mom had custody. I don't understand the why. So we may never know. My AirPods were battery was dead today on them, but I was so lucky because I had my extra pair with me. I was like, oh, thank you. I don't like going into the stores without it. I like to just do my shopping, but listen to things. So it says Quentin Simon was reported missing from his Savannah home in October of 2022. And this case was only a couple days old when I started covering it. I'm pretty sure my first video was a pre-recorded. I think a couple of those, most of them were actually pre-recorded, but we did do some lives. that his remains were discovered at a nearby landfill more than a month later. They sifted through 1.2 pounds of, or 1.2 million pounds of trash to get to him. His mother, Leilani Simon, is accused of murdering him and leaving him in a dumpster. Jury selection for her murder trial began Wednesday. On Thursday, Judge Tammy Stokes, who I really respect her, ruled to allow additional evidence at the trial surrounding Simon's drug use and mental state at the time of Quentin's disappearance. A jury was seated Friday for the murder trial of Savannah, woman accused of, killing her toddler son and leaving him in a dumpster. The main panel is so it's comprised of 5 women, 7 men, 9 are white, 3 are black. I don't know why that matters, what color they are. Now, I do think it does matter in a way, what if they're man or woman. I feel like one day that won't probably even be on the ballot to even care, but as of right now it does. So the main panel is 5 women, 7 men. Okay. The alternates are comprised of 1 woman and 2 men, and 2 are white, 2 are black. Okay. Oh, I don't think I can blow it. I don't know if I can blow it up any. Oh, yeah, I can. Look, is that better? Look at that. It's better for me too. Shoot. Shoot. If it's better for you, it's better for me too, because I got the one eyeball. It's better for me. Is this a little bit better? I didn't know I could blow it up that fast. Usually I can't blow things up that fast because I have like my iPad in the way. That was, someone was on your side there, Doodlebug, for me to be able to blow it up that quick. Hopefully that helps. Hey, Aries. So, actually, let me do something. And if you guys don't mind, just take it a second, hit the like button while I'm sitting here reading this lovely article to you guys. We're almost done with it. The selection of the jury followed 2 full days in court. Lawyers went through 98 people before dwindling that number down to 50 qualified potential jurors. From the 50, the number was scaled down until 12 jurors and 4 alternates were chosen. Opening statements are slated to begin 9 a.m. on Monday. Now, that was one thing I hated about jury duty, is that you have to sit there while they dwindle people down if you don't get cut. Like that we had 12 people on the jury. I was number 12. Like I couldn't have been there any longer. I was literally like, guys, am I going to go home? But they're like, no, no, you're not. I want to write that down, 9 a.m. because I wasn't sure if it was 9 or 10. It's 9. Same as ours. It's Eastern Standard there. Okay. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, it's okay. I understand that. I for sure understand that, Cheryl. And we are going to read the affidavit. Look at that cute face, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that was all of the article. Yeah. Sorry, that was the end of the article. I should have, let me see. If I can download this, I can make it bigger for you guys. We'll go through the affidavit real quick. I can blow this one up now. Yeah, if you ever need anything bigger or anything, just let me know. I don't mind. I know that a lot of us have like limited vision in here. We do. Like I know a couple of us are legally blind. I'm not legally blind, even though I'm missing one eye. It's weird, I know. But like legally blind or have to wear their glasses. I don't mind. And if I don't see like your comment, just be like, put some like little bombs in the chat and then I'll see it. Okay, so we're going to read through this affidavit. We've read through this a couple times on the channel, but I figure, since tomorrow is the day, we would read it again. Now, I can't think of anything that would stop trial from going tomorrow, but that's what she's going to be there. She's going to be there. Now, I wonder what she's feeling like this evening. I get curious about that, like the psychological part of, people that do these kind of things. Does she care, do you think? Do you think she's sleeping just like she normally does? Or I am pretty curious just to, wonder how she's acting. So let me go down here a little bit. And this part is all redacted. Okay. So it says murder and concealing the death of another, count 1, malice murder. In the name of, and I won't read like all, I'm going to read this once, but like the citizens and all that, it'll be the same for each count. But in the name of and on behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia, charged and accused Leilani Marie Simon with the offense of malice murder, for that the said Leilani Marie Simon in the county of Chatham and state of Georgia on or about the 5th day of October 2022 did unlawfully, with malice and forethought, cause the death of her son Quentin Simon, a human being, in a manner unknown to the grand jury at this time, contrary to the laws of the state of Georgia, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. The second count 2, felony murder. Man. With the offense of felony murder, for that the said Leilani Marie Simon in the county of Chatham, state of Georgia, on or about the 5th day of October 2022, did commit the offense of aggravated assault in violation of code, and it gives the code, a felony in that the accused did make an assault upon the person of her son, Quentin Simon, with an object that when used offensively against a person did result in serious bodily injury, the nature of the object being unknown to the grand jury at this time. And the accused did, in the commission of this offense, cause Quentin's death. Wonder what she used. Like, if he was sleeping at 6 and he's missing by 9, what could he have possibly done in that small amount of time? And then to pick up an object and hit your child with it. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it, Hey, Tony. Welcome in, everybody that I didn't get to see. So count 3 is felony murder. Leilani Marie Simon with the offense of felony murder, for the said Leilani Marie Simon in the county of Chatham, state of Georgia, on or about the 5th day of October, did commit the offense of cruelty to a child in the 1st degree, and that the accused did maliciously cause her son Quentin Simon, a human being and a child under the age of 18 years old, cruel and excessive physical pain in a matter unknown to the grand jury at this time. And the accused did, in the commission of this offense, cause Quentin's death. Man. There was a babysitter for him that day. It's like, why didn't you just let the babysitter take him like every day? Like you couldn't handle him for just a few hours? And you didn't even need to. You shouldn't have even been doing it. You didn't have like custody of this child to be doing that. Count 4, concealing the death of another. Leilani Marie Simon with the offense of concealing the death of another. For that the said Leilani Marie Simon in the county of Chatham in the state of Georgia on or about the 5th day of October did unlawfully conceal the death of her son, Quentin Simon, by discarding him in a dumpster at Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, which hindered the discovery of whether Quentin was unlawfully killed contrary to the laws of the state of Georgia. It says falsehoods on October 5th. So false report of a crime on the 5th day, of October, did willingly and knowingly give a false report of a crime to the Chatham County Police Department, a law enforcement agency of this state, by implying that Quentin Simon had been abducted by an unknown intruder, contrary to the laws of the state of Georgia. Someone just came up in there and grabbed him. She should have known that wasn't going to work. Count 6, making a false statement. It says, with the offense of making a false statement for that, the said Leilani Marie Simon in the county of Chatham, state of Georgia, on or about the 5th day of October, did knowingly and willfully make a false statement to Miranda Lemons of the Chatham County Police Department and Bradford Snyder of the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Law enforcement officers engaged in the lawful discharge of their official duties investigating the disappearance of Quentin Simon, a matter within the jurisdiction of the Chatham County Police Department, a department of the government of this county, to investigate by having admitted that she had left her home in the late night hours of October 4th, 2022 to meet her rug dealer, falsely stating that the purpose of this meeting was to pay an existing rug debt, contrary to the laws of Georgia. Count 7, making a false statement. Seeing where I can start reading this. It's false statement to the same people. It just says that she did, knowingly make a false statement. Law enforcement officers engaged in the lawful discharge of their official duties investigating the disappearance of Quentin Simon. And it says that she falsely stated that the only controlled substance of which she was a regular user was marijuana. Liar. She even lied about the rug use. Hey, CJK. Hey, Squeaky. My blanket greeting. Does Richard Allen's, does his jury start, or his court start tomorrow, or do they have to pick the jury still? I think they still have to pick the jury, don't they? I'm looking up there. I don't have it up there. Okay. So count 7, making a false statement again. By falsely stating that the only controlled substance she was a regular of was marijuana. Count 8, false statement. By falsely stating that the only controlled substance she had used in the past 24 hours was marijuana. She lied, just a lie. Count 9, making a false statement. By falsely stating that the purpose of this trip was to meet her friend Misty to obtain Oragel because her mouth hurt. Her tooth was hurting her. Yeah, I remember that. A topical pain reliever from Misty, and that on that trip, the accused had in fact met Misty at a Chevron service station and had obtained Oragel from her. She can't go to the store herself. She has to get her Oragel even through a rug dealer, because the rug dealers, they got the best Oragel. They got the extra strength. They got that extra strength. Count 10, making a false statement. It says here, okay. A matter within the jurisdiction. Okay, we're over at that part. I don't want to read that to you. Okay, so a department of the government of this county to investigate a material fact to wit that in the early morning hours of October 5th, 2022, she had in fact traveled to Azalea Mobile Home Plaza and there had discarded her son, Quentin Simon, in a dumpster. This is falsehoods on October the 8th. So this is 3 days later, her lying again, making a false statement. It says here, she admitted that she had left her home to meet her rug dealer in the late hours of October 4th, falsely stating that the purpose of this meeting was to pay an existing rug debt. The next one, making a false statement, count 12, is that on the night of October 4th, she had used controlled substances. Let me see. Sorry, I should have read that back further. No, that's all. Material to wit. Yeah. Then false statement again. By having admitted that she had left her home in the early morning hours of October 5th and had traveled to Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, falsely stating that the purpose of this trip was to meet her friend Misty to obtain Oragel, a topical pain reliever from Misty. And that on this trip that the accused had in fact met Misty at Azalea Home Plaza and had obtained Oragel from her. So first it was the gas station, Chevron, and then it was, no, we went over to the Azalea. Yeah, that's where I was getting the good Oragel. Count 14, making a false statement. That in the early morning hours of October 5th, 2022 at Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, she discarded her son, Quentin Simon, in a dumpster. So then she lied again on October 12th. Falsehoods on October 12th. Count 15, making a false statement. That's not funny. It's really not. It's just like, I mean, is she a compulsive liar? Is it that? Like, does she lie like this all the time? Because, man, I mean, you went to meet up with your friend Misty to get some damn Oragel? You should have said you went to get some marijuana or something. I mean, anything but Oragel. That's just nuts. So it says here, having admitted that she left her home in the early morning hours of October 5th and had traveled to Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, falsely stating that the purpose of this trip was to meet her friend Misty to obtain Oragel. And I think the reason why a lot of these are the same is because they are doing it for each officer. So count 16, making a false statement. Having admitted that she discarded something in the dumpster at Azalea Mobile Home Plaza in the early morning hours of October 5th, 2022, falsely stating that all she had discarded was normal household garbage. Count 17, making a false statement. It says a material of fact to wit that in the early morning hours of October 5th at Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, she had discarded her son, Quentin Simon, in a dumpster. Falsehood on October 31st, 2022. Making a false statement. By falsely stating that it was not the accused, but rather Daniel Youngkin, who had traveled away from the home in the early morning hours of October 5th, 2022. Making a false statement on falsehoods on November 21st, so almost a month later. By having once again admitted that she, not Danielle Youngkin, had left the home in the early morning hours of October 5th and had traveled to Azalea Mobile Home Plaza, and having admitted that she had no contact there with her friend Misty, falsely stating that she did not remember what she had done there. So she goes from meeting Misty to at a Chevron to meeting Misty at the Azalea Mobile Home Park because they got her. They got her on film there. They got her. Yeah, I discarded something, but it was just normal household trash. To, oh, well, that could have been something else. To, well, no, that was Daniel that you saw over by there. To, no, that was me, and I wasn't meeting my friend Misty for Oragel. Like, if I were these officers, my brain would be mush. It just would be mush after listening to her. I mean, she lies to lie. So I want to play this part of her hearing. This is the part where they play the 911 call. They play portions of it. And I just wanted to let you guys have a chance to listen to them. You can make the determination if you feel like this is a mother that is freaking out because her son is no longer in her home, or if you think she's lying. And then we'll go over some of the protesters.
2nd, October 5, 2022. What was your emergency?
Yeah, I need to come back here 5 o'clock off the road. We believe to come get me.
5:35 Bull Parker?
Yeah.
You said someone they kidnapped?
Yeah, we.
Here, I'll go back a little bit.
Come back here 5 o'clock
There we go. I went back a little bit so you guys could read the text if you can't understand her.
off the road. We believe to come get me.
5:35 Bull Parker?
Yeah.
You said someone they kidnapped?
Yeah, we.
Your 1-year-old son? When was the last time you seen him?
I saw him this morning when I left at 6.
Okay, have you guys gone outside to check the area?
Yeah.
How old is he?
And he can't open the door.
So you think someone broke in? Have there been any signs of breaking in?
No. No breaking in, the door was open.
Was it unlocked?
Yeah, but the front door had bolts though, but yeah, it was.
Bolts. The door has bolts. And then the other door, the back door, had a camera on it, right? So how did this mysterious person come in and take your son?
Okay. Give me a description of him. Give me a description.
He's like
He's what, ma'am?
I don't know if I remember this before. So she called Daniel to have him come back, it sounds like, from his work before she called the police.
He has tan skin, dark brown hair. His eyes are like a brown green hazel. Okay. And he's black, white, and Hispanic. He's Hawaiian. He's what, ma'am? Hawaiian. Hawaiian? Yes.
You can stop. You can stop. I think we stopped the playback somewhere.
I don't know if I would say he was Hawaiian. Is Leilani one? She's not 100% Hawaiian, right? She's not. Like, I would say he was white. Is there something I'm missing about little Quentin? Because little Quentin to me, I mean, like, I don't think it really made a difference. I mean, I think it makes a difference on what she called him. Yeah. I do. Like, trying to find. Here, I'm trying to find a picture of just him. There we go. Oh, that picture's so small. There we go. Like, I don't know. Maybe. But like, like the picture that's on my thumbnail. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Like, they're all coming up really small. I don't know. I mean, cute as could be, but I don't know. I wouldn't consider him Hawaiian. Leilani.
Around 2 minutes now. Now, she could be heard on that.
Like, I'm wondering if she was trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just say, maybe like deter like them from, I don't know, looking. I don't know.
Please.
Like, you know, like looking for the right person, like the right boy. But I mean, how many kids you going to see that are 1-year-old just walking down the side of the road? None.
Yes.
So she, at least for that phone call, she wanted the police to come to her house.
Yes.
Sometime after that phone call, did patrol officers respond?
They did.
And did they make contact with the defendant?
Yes.
Where did they make contact with the defendant?
So on the right side of the house is the main driveway, which the family kind of uses as their front entrance area. So the family was waiting there.
If we could please publish State's Exhibit 2. This is an excerpt from some body-worn camera footage of responding officers.
Okay, without objection, please proceed.
I think that's all they might play of it. But to me, in the 911 call, I don't know. It just sounds like it's like too much. Like it's, I don't really believe what I'm hearing. But I mean, everyone does things differently. But I mean, in this case, I think it's safe to say. I think it's safe to say she did it. I mean, they literally got her on film. I want to know exactly what they have, because when they went to that landfill and they started searching, they were there with a purpose. Like, they weren't going to leave after like a week, like Sebastian Rogers' case, right? They weren't at the landfill very long. It didn't seem like, right? But Quentin's case, they were there for 6 weeks. And that's only because they didn't keep going, because that's because they found him. Like, they were there for, 1.2 million pounds of trash. They weren't just standing around. I mean, that's for sure. That's for sure. Crazy how much they actually went through. So, like I said, there were a ton of YouTubers, protesters, just people standing out on the front yard. They had yard signs made that they were like fighting over, because Billy didn't want them in her yard. Then I don't know if you know who it's a creator of Voices. What's her name? Voices Behind the Wall. I think that's what it is. Voices Behind the Wall. She made a huge banner, right? Biggest banner I've ever seen in my life. But she was missing one thing on the damn banner. Wasn't her. She had her cell phone there and everybody that she knew was on there. But she was missing Quentin. There was no Quentin on there. Like, what the frick is this shit? I mean, it was literally like that. It was literally like that. You had some lady come down there. I don't know who sent her. I don't know. Somebody sent her, but I don't know who sent her. I believe she was sent. Anyway, her name was like Eileen, and she went down there and she was just like wreaking havoc. So there's, Molly Golightly, Justin for All, Bullhorn Betty, Dolly, and they're all together, and they're all, we hate you, Leilani. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Playing baby like crying music and like doing all the things. Then all of a sudden, Eileen showed up, and it was like Eileen showed up, and she was like not having it. She was sticking up for the family in a way, just for like being like don't like, justice or whatever, like justice comes first. So they ended up butting heads, to say the least. To say the least. Dolly ended up in jail. Bullhorn Betty was at the courthouse. They called, and they called in her, they call them hecklers here too, and she hates that name, that they call her hecklers. That's what they call them. But that's what they were. That's what they were, very much were. Very, very much. Now, this was 2 years ago. Hopefully, people have grown from their past. I know that I have. I mean, I haven't done everything always, I feel like, right, but I've always tried to be fair,
Also new tonight, police and hecklers clash outside Quentin Simon's home.
And the Chatham County Police Chief says that these hecklers outside of Quentin's home have turned the case into, quoting him now, a money-making circus.
Police chief. Chief of police is saying money-making circus. They did. They did do a curfew, I believe. I believe you're right. It's been so long. I need to go back through my old videos. I said that every time we do one of these because I'm like, but I really do. They're short. I should just go back through them and play them with you guys. See what I said.
Andy Cole joins us live now from outside the police headquarters. And Andy, you even talked to one of the hecklers tonight and asked him about the chief's
You even talked to one of the hecklers?
Comments.
Yeah, good evening, Greg. It's been more than a month since Quentin disappeared. Since, the story has gained national attention, but it's also brought in hecklers who police say make it impossible for the neighbors to live in peace. Tonight, a fifth protester arrested, all while the prime suspect remains free.
The fifth person arrested outside of someone's home. There was somebody that was in hospice care. All they wanted to do was die in their home. And they couldn't because of these people right here. This lady right here. That lady, Bullhorn Betty, with her damn bullhorn. I couldn't even imagine. Now, what I would do, this is what I could imagine. If I was on hospice, whoever was there that was strong enough would be out there throwing that bullhorn far away. And her too.
People hostage.
There's her natural element. And I think that the cops weren't even here this day. I think it was like a holiday or something.
Let baby morons run your street.
A heckler is in jail after a clash at the home.
Did you see the tents? And then look at this. Look at this. See, there is no sidewalk. These people are just pulled off into somebody's road. No, if that was my home, you better get your car up out of my grass right now.
Home where Quentin Simon was last seen. Jimmy Williams was charged with simple battery and disorderly conduct. His arrest marks the fifth heckler jailed over the last
That's Dolly.
month.
Who's
Chatham
number
County
5?
Police say since October 12th, they've responded to the neighborhood 50 times. In a statement, Chatham County's police chief
50 times. 50 times.
says, quote, many of the people claiming to want justice for Quentin have turned his tragic and heartbreaking case into a money-making circus. And they have made it impossible for the people who live in the area to enjoy the peace and tranquility of their homes. This is unacceptable and has to stop.
This is what I do all over the country.
Bullhorn Betty has been outside Quentin's home for weeks. She runs a YouTube channel and live streams her interactions daily.
One of the people that got arrested was the girl that went and touched the window. After Bullhorn Betty and Dolly said, if you get in trouble, go do it. But go do it. It was all on live. They record everything. Go do it. She goes and she does it. She said, I'll go to jail or something like that. And we'll bail you out if you go to jail. Go do it. She does it, goes to jail. They don't bail her out. They didn't bail her out. Pretty nice people. And there's Justin right there. Look at him in the corner with his sleeveless shirt on. And that's Betty in her press pass. That's not legal. She told the judge the other day she printed it out.
She calls Chief Jeff Hadley's statement lies.
When I see Billy Joe and Leilani, I ask them questions. Where's the baby? What did you do with the baby? Things like that.
Why are her eyes so, what? Look at her. Crazy eyes?
Professional capacity. Now, is it loud? Yes, because I'm across the street and they're at their gate. But I have not caused this. No other YouTubers have caused this. This is their community.
There's Molly right there with her black glasses on. And there's Olivia right there with the white ponytail.
Doing this, not us.
Chief Hadley said that over the next few days, police will unveil new measures.
And that's Eileen. That's Eileen.
To minimize the disruption to the surrounding neighbors. Bullhorn Betty, however, tells me she isn't going anywhere.
I absolutely plan to come back to that house tomorrow because I will not be intimidated by some police chief.
What's going to stop you from coming back to that house?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that hatred? That police chief. I'm going to play that again. That was hatred. That hatred was showing, Betty. Betty, your hatred's showing. Look at Molly.
Me, she isn't going anywhere.
And I absolutely plan to come back to that house tomorrow because I will not be intimidated by some police chief.
What's going to stop you from
Like the way her teeth.
coming back to that house?
There's nothing he can arrest me every single day that I'm out there. He can. This is not about me. This is about Quentin.
Annie, some fire.
Huh. Well, that didn't age well, Betty, because you never talked about him after you left Georgia. You looked for him on a four-wheeler, and you didn't even get off the four-wheeler to go look in any ditches. There was a box in the ditch. You didn't even go to look in the box. This was 2 years ago, Betty. Now look at her. Look at her now. It's about to happen. She's about to get her karma. I mean, the way she keeps going, she needs to stop. You know, like, go find a different case and not Quentin's, because we don't want you over here. For the people that have been following and trying to keep up on Leilani, even though she only went to court like twice in 2 years. Oh, Mary, Beth, I'm sorry. No, Jillian, baby, she won't stop. Nah. Mm-mm. Hey, Graham. Oh, well, I wish they would have known, because those stand your ground. I mean, like, seriously, like, my dad took very good care of his yard. You know what I mean? Like, he just did. And if there was cars parked in his yard like that, he would be out there in 2 seconds. Who are you? Use the driveway if you want to use something. He would offer you the driveway, right? Before he would be like, park in my yard. I mean, then you got the kids there showing up. It's crazy.
Words from both sides tonight. So what are the plans from the police to keep the noise down in that neighborhood?
Yeah, Greg, we reached out to police late tonight to learn more about those measures, but they declined to say what those were. Chief Hadley did mention in his statement that right here at police headquarters is a much safer place to protest than the streets of Buckhalter Road. Greg?
Eddie Cole reporting live outside of the Chatham County Police Headquarters. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Click that off. Let's see if there's anything on Twitter about Leilani. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if we should look under her or Quentin. It says here. Oh yeah, we just read about this. Prosecutors sought to include evidence that they say shows Leilani Simon's mindset before her toddler son was killed. We read about that in an earlier article. I guess they're going to try to say she had mental health issues and she had a rug problem. Well, that doesn't cause you, I'm sorry, to unalive your child like that. I'm not letting you get on pass on that, because we saw you after, we saw you we saw your mannerisms. No, you're not using that as an excuse. I believe that if she wanted to use that as an excuse, she would have used that as an excuse since the beginning when she first went to jail. But now we're just now hearing of these things wanting to be brought into evidence. So I don't know. We'll see. I do like the judge a lot. Judge Stokes, Tammy Stokes is her name. She seems like a very fair judge. She also seems like she's not going to take any crap. And I like that also. Prosecutors revealed that Leilani got into a fight the night of October 4th, 2022 with her boyfriend and the father of one of her surviving children, Daniel Youngkin. She left the home and later returned. At some point that night, she was under the influence of marijuana, Percocet, and the cocaine. The state argues Simon was upset about Youngkin's feelings towards her, fearing he didn't love her anymore. That led to her making a video on August 2022 where she'd said goodbye to her family and implied she was going to commit S. Prosecutors argued the video, as well as Leilani being kicked out of the home by her mother, shows she was in an agitated state in the months before Quentin's death. I'm agitated all the damn time. I would never hurt a baby. I would never hurt anyone. Police interviews were also played in court where Leilani admitted to taking cocaine and said, "It's almost like blackout drinking. The light is on, but nobody is home." So when she does the cocaine, she blacks out. Who's giving her baby powder or something? Because I've never heard of someone passing out. Police interviews were also played in court where, I already said that part. The state argued that her drug use is paramount to the events surrounding Quentin's disappearance and death. There was an article. Oh. Let me play this video for you guys really quick. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh. Is this it? No, that's another video. That's about Manta. That's another case we're covering. Okay.
We want to head back to the trial of Leilani Simon that continued today with a final motions hearing before opening statements could begin on Monday. WJCL 22 News' Andy Cole was there for every moment and shares the new details just uncovered.
Today, prosecutors tried to readmit evidence previously deemed inadmissible. The state believes that evidence gives a glimpse into the mindset of Leilani Simon ahead of the death of her toddler son, Quentin. The night before Quentin was killed, prosecutors say Leilani and her then boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin, got into a fight because Leilani believed the couple was falling out of love. Leilani left after the argument, heading to her drug dealer. There, prosecutors say she picked up marijuana, cocaine, and Percocet and was high on all of them when Quentin was killed. Prosecutors unveil police interviews, texts from Leilani and two witnesses, all of which they say point to Leilani battling with her boyfriend and drug addiction around the time of Quentin's demise. Attorney Jenny Parker told the court that Leilani, quote, felt so low and desperate that she killed Quentin to be loved. The defense called the move by the state a Hail Mary pass, saying all this evidence does is show Leilani in a bad light. While prosecutors acknowledge that's the case, they cited case law where using evidence that puts a defendant in a bad light is okay if it plays to the motive, which prosecutors believe it does. Judge Tammy Stokes ruled that nearly all of that evidence is admissible, excluding any evidence from the night Billy Joe and Leilani went to a Tybee Island bar and took shots. Stokes saying she doesn't see the intrinsic value of including it. In Savannah, I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 22 News.
I see why we should include it. Very much so. They were at Tybee Island freaking taking shots. Like, whatever. Okay, whatever. I don't believe it. They should probably let that in. So tomorrow it's going to be opening statements at 9 a.m. Now, let's see. Trying to think. I'm going to do a poll. Actually, I'm going to do one right now and see if we should stream Leilani's trial or do like nightly recaps. Because I know that I think one or two other people said they were. Maybe just one. I know usually like opening statements are usually pretty good. So, okay. So if you would, make sure you go over to the community tab and take the poll, do the poll. That way I know. If we have a decent amount of people that do the poll, and the answer is yes, we'll go ahead, we'll stream it. But I don't want to bore y'all. And Delphi, Delphi is not televised. They just announced they were televising this one. And then tomorrow, Sarah Boone starts, but it's just jury selection. So it's not like they're starting opening, anything like opening statements for them either or for her. So I figured we could always listen to opening statements here. Now I am, what did I just do? Okay, oops. Okay. I'm going to put my second channel in the chat. So I'm going to jump off this live. I was going to start my other live at 10:15. I think we'll start it a little bit early, like 10 o'clock. And I'll fix the time. But because that's all I really have for Leilani. We kind of went through everything. I mean, there's so much more into the case that we could get into. But I do have a playlist and everything for that. But I thought that we could watch on the second channel, I'm going to do a blind reaction to Seth and Tony's interview for Court TV. I've only heard one thing that they have said that I can remember, the one thing that I heard, and I about fell out of my chair when I heard it. I would have fallen out if I would have heard it blindly. So I'm glad Music City Mom hooked me up because I really would have fallen out of this chair, probably hurt something. And we'll go over Bullhorn Betty. She and her court hearing. She's supposed to be staying far, far away. But if you guys will see, it'll be it's on the other channel. I already have the thumbnail made and the live's already scheduled and all of that. I wish I would have done a redirect. I wonder if I can still do that. Let's see if I can. Because hell, I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I can. Wait, maybe. What's right here? Add. It's not bringing up my other channel though. Like it's there, but it's not letting me click on it. Oh, I don't have that. I have to put the privileges over there on my other account, I think, for it to do it. But I'll put the link in the chat one more time. Yeah, and definitely hit the like button. Yeah, and come over to the second channel, or the other channel. I like calling it second channel because it's just my other channel. We're gonna review Seth's interview because it has. I didn't want to put it on True Crime channel because it has nothing to do with Sebastian. I mean, and from what I've heard, and from what I know about Seth Rogers in previous interviews, this is probably going to be a me situation. And I didn't really want to put that over here because sometimes my mouth gets the best of me, which I'm sorry. You can be a crappy person and have a child. That's, what I mean? It happens all the time. Happens all the time. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate you so much. If you need any more content, like Leilani content or any true crime content, I have tons of playlists. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new to the channel and you didn't know, I have tons of playlists on different cases that I've covered throughout the 2 years that I've been on the platform. We probably have like 50 playlists. I'm not 60, maybe. I'm not even kidding. There's a lot. It seems like it anyway. So we've covered a lot of cases. So if you want to look back, you could always look back. It's just like my journey kind of going through and becoming a YouTube creator. You'll see that, what I've grown and what I do better, I guess, and what I don't do better. And you can come let me know. But thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys over on the other channel here in just a moment. If you're unfamiliar with that channel, it is Unfiltered with Tanya. I'm Tanya, your host. It's just a more unfiltered side to me. We just do like reviews kind of over there. I want to do like life vlog stuff over there. I also I did a cute video I was going to show you guys because I got this pillow that I've been really wanting, and you guys have heard about this pillow. So I'll have to tell you about it. I'll tell you about it on the second channel or the other channel. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Pam, you missed this show, but we're going to go to the second channel. About 10 o'clock, I'm going to come on and we are going to do a blind reaction to Seth Rogers' interview and get it blind because I'm kind of blind too. So it works. But thank you guys for being here again. And I'll see you guys over there in just a few minutes. Bye, guys.